Welcome back to another edition of Kicking It with the Brothers, Tuesday, November 29th. And we are here post Group A and Group B. We have teams that have advanced to the round of 16. Obviously, in Group A, we were able to see the Netherlands handle their business earlier this morning, as well as, I wouldn't call it a surprise, if you will, but if you had asked us a week ago, wasn't quite sure where Senegal would be, but Senegal has outlasted and have come through in second place in Group A. And of course, here we are. Yes. In Group B, with no surprises at all, with 7 points. England, the number 2 ranked team in FIFA rankings at the moment, is advanced to the round of 16. A surprise to many, but not a surprise to me. These United States of America have advanced out of Group B and will be playing against the Netherlands on Saturday. Charles, I see that you are wearing orange. Not an American this week?
Oh, no, I'm just, it's Barcelona's 123rd birthday today, so I just want to support my club, man.
You have a club? Y'all still have a club?
Yeah, we still have a club, man.
Like Juventus?
The team in first place is Spanish League, that team. It's our 123rd birthday, so I just wanted to represent my club today. Like, no shade over here, man. No, nothing passive aggressive about the fit.
Yeah, I see. Nothing passive aggressive. One who would not be passive aggressive wouldn't let you know that it is being passive aggressive. Fantastic. This is fantastic. Charles, obviously got to see some things. In terms of understanding and supporting one of your other countries, Spain, the Netherlands, Uruguay, who's about to be out. You thought they would handle Portugal, but we'll talk about that later.
I did.
But specifically with the Netherlands coming out of the group in first place, what have you liked about them? Where you think they stand injuries wise?
The biggest question for me was Virgil going to be healthy? Obviously he's been gaining fitness. I was interested to see them playing 3 at the back with De Ligt as that right-sided center back.
Mm-hmm.
He's not that great with the ball at his feet. He's a good defender, but he's not that great with his ball at the feet. And then, we all know how shaky Nathan Ake can be. At the same time, though, if Virgil's healthy, he's going to clean up a lot of that mess. Like, those guys are like for those to be your second and third best center backs is not bad. So they've been pretty secure at the back. And if they're secure at the back, they give Frankie all the room in the world to just run and roam and do. As we look forward to what's going on Saturday, like Tyler Adams, if he's going to have to be in his track mode. I know he's been covering a lot of ground, but the way Frankie DeYoung covers ground is at a different level. So he's been balling, and like I said, Memphis has been slowly but surely playing more and more minutes. He played 45 the previous game. He played 65 today. So probably going to try to plan is to probably play him all 90 on Saturday, and then of course the young Cody out there. Just running at people, doing his thing, like price going up. He on his Lamar Jackson. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Get his bag. So like he's doing his thing. So goal in every game. He's got more goals than the entire U.S. national team. So
okay, all right.
He's scored all 3 games
against the same competition. But go ahead, carry on.
Goals are goals, man. This is the World Cup. Ain't nobody goals are goals, but I'm just saying, like they're playing well. Like I said, they're one of the few teams that would have won, got points out of all 3 of their other group games. So I like them. I like the chances. I feel like this is where the difference between like world class players and mid tier. My thing that I actually what I continue to say about the national team. I just think there's definitely going to be a gulf in talent, and if the Netherlands come to play, like they're going to win the game. It's more of if the U.S. can rattle them and shake them out of their frame more so than if the Dutch play their game, they're going to win.
Yes, but it's very similar to what we thought on last Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And we'll talk about this in a little bit, but just want to throw this out there is if England brings their A game, then they're beating the USMNT, but they didn't bring their A game. And in fact, one would say that they got outplayed heavily.
Yeah. The only reason I would differ there is just because England's forward heavy and strong in the front, and That's their strong point is their forwards, their attacking players, not at the back and not at the
Midfield.
yeah. And the strength of the Dutch is in the back line and in the midfield. And for a team that's been struggling to score goals, I think they're not going to be able to penetrate that. They're not like if they're having a hard time scoring against those teams. I think the Netherlands is going to be the best defensive team they've come across so far.
Sure,
they're going to struggle against that, and I just think Frankie's going to be the best player on the field.
Yeah, Frankie will be able to help control the game.
Yeah, Dutch Frankie is different. They just the freedom he has. I think he's just going to pop up. Scored a goal today. Had a goal. Had an assist. A beautiful goal to Cody in the first game. So I mean, y'all keep sleeping on my guy. Like I say, he's top 5 dead or alive right now.
Cody is balling. FTJ is doing his thing. This is what we expect out of a world-class player of himself. Young boy as well. Matthias de Ligt is doing his thing. VVD. They're very solid squad. I don't know if the United States had to play a group winner, though, if they had to play one group winner, and maybe outside of Belgium, but then again, the horrors of Wando against Belgium, so maybe that wouldn't have been as great. But however, if I had to pick one group winner to play, this would be them.
Oh, I think they're actually a bad matchup. I think it's a really bad matchup.
How so?
I think they need. They would need. I think the U.S.'s best chances would be against a team that's a little bit more open. That's just me. I don't think. I think they're going to leave too much space for the Dutch. I think the Dutch are going to control the ball. I think the Dutch are going to have a lot of the ball. And I just think like Frankie for what they do, Frankie's going to attack them. I think they were open tonight. There were some spots in there they're just missing balls, but I think if you leave those against those attacking players and with somebody that can actually make the run like young Cody can, like I think they'll be able to get 1 or 2 through balls and make a problem.
That could be curtains. I just wouldn't. I don't think Portugal would not have been a good matchup for the U.S. I don't think. Just because I trust their back line just as much as Netherlands. Brazil would have been problems. Just track meet problems. Now, interestingly enough, Croatia is top of the group. They would have been serious problems just because their midfield is just in a different level. I know we got some folks who hate on our boy Perisic, but I think Luka and Perisic are doing work. I mean, watch the games. They look nice.
We don't slander Perisic on this side of on this faction of the group chat. So
yes,
I only see facts. All I see is that man winning at Inter, Bayern, wherever the hell he goes.
He gets trophies.
They get it done. So
couldn't have beat Spain.
Hell no.
Couldn't have beat France.
Hell no.
Couldn't have beat Argentina. Argentina could not have beaten them.
Facts. I'd say Belgium.
So it's Netherlands.
That's Belgium and Croatia probably. If anybody's down to lay a turd, it is fucking Belgium.
But the Netherlands haven't advanced in the World Cup in a long time. That's what I'm saying. Of them being here.
I mean, they made it to the finals of 2010. So how far is it? A long time.
It's 12 years. Life was different 12 years ago for me. Many ways. So are you. Let's chill before we get in trouble on the pod. We're not going to be self-incriminating ourselves here on the pod.
No.
2010 was a different life. Senegal, our boy. Chelsea. Is he Chelsea's new number 1 after the World Cup? Is he back?
I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, a month outside of them North London streets, got his game, got his mind back right. So ain't no telling what's about to happen when he get back in these. He might have some baddies waiting on him or something at the house. So I don't know what's going on with him. But we'll see. Like Keppel, it wasn't like Keppel was playing bad or anything before that. So it's really what Graham Potter wants to do. At least he got two keepers. He got still a couple competitions, but he's definitely playing much better. Koulibaly had a goal today.
Yes,
guys who they're supposed to be leaning on are earning their checks and holding up their country, especially, when it comes to those African countries, those, big time players got to step up for them really in a lot of those games.
If you're going to win against and advance in a group, your big time players got to step up. Sarr had a nice penalty today. They just got the job done. And even when they got to level, then they still did their thing. Very impressive work by them. Any disappointments here? Ecuador, I didn't have them coming out of the group. I had Netherlands and Senegal. I still feel comfortable with that. And Qatar being the first host nation not to score any goals.
Yeah, the worst part about that is just that all the players on the Qatar team like sat out the season for this result, so that shit wasn't worth it. But no, I saw it about the same way. I wouldn't have been if it had been Ecuador and Senegal had they flip flopped. I wouldn't have blinked an eye because I just knew that game was that was one of the most like contested games I've watched so far that game today. So I wouldn't say one of those teams. I think Senegal's a little bit better, obviously, but Ecuador fought.
Yeah, and good for the South American teams. Like, they battle.
Going out, ain't no South American team going out without a fight.
Absolutely not. They fight. I respect that. No question about it. The Netherlands are still a tough team. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to say that, even though I think they're the easiest of the group winners, that doesn't mean that they're not capable still of making some noise. Because, heck, who knows? The Dutch could give Argentina some problems.
Yeah.
Depending where they're going to be.
The only reason I was saying Belgium is because I slowly feel like Belgium have no heart, little by little.
It has been deteriorating with them. They didn't look good.
I feel like if Belgium goes down a goal right now, they might just start screaming at each other.
They basically did once Buddy from Morocco had that free kick. That was wild. Leadership, worry about that a little bit. Kind of worry about that with. No one can deny KDB's talent. We'll talk about he can't not get to a semis of World Cup and also not win Champions League again. Because he has an opportunity to take his ranking even further into another stratosphere. Because domestic-wise, he cements it. He's City. I'm showing you, Chelsea, you screwed up. Why did you trust in me, etc. But there's a way to take his player profile. I'll be honest, he wins the Champions League and gets to semis, or if they just got past, but just imagine them actually winning Champions League and winning the World Cup. KDB passes Neymar. That's how strongly I feel about it. And I love Neymar.
Yeah. I wouldn't
disagree
with that, but I also – I gotta. If he doesn't, though, I gotta start to look at you. I gotta start we all think. I don't deny that he's the best midfielder in the world, but I also my thing that I get into it with you guys is like we make it seem like it's undisputed without a doubt. He's like head and shoulders above everybody, and I'm like, well, wait a minute now, because like I said, I look at players across like teams, country. Frankie, like I'm not saying Frankie, but Valverde, like I'm looking at all these dudes as across the board. Like Valverde's doing all he can to get to try to get Uruguay to the knockout stage, and he's balling.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do it for both your squads, and if you don't sit here. Nobody else's team is called the Golden Generation. Nobody else do I hear them calling them that, like openly, but like well enough to where everybody in the soccer community knows that. And y'all been shit in the bed.
Right.
And you the best player. And I can't even really be mad at Hazard anymore because I just don't expect anything from him.
Correct.
So
Absolutely.
It's like, it's on you, fam. I don't expect nothing from Lukaku. I don't expect nothing from, like, you the one that, like, year in, year out been the one, like, putting City on your back. So I'm waiting for you to do your City thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't seen where's that line breaking pass that just, like, shred. I'm just waiting for it, dude. I'm waiting for one of those. I'm waiting for a free kick. I'm waiting for, a goal with either foot. KDB stuff.
Belgium better qualify.
But he looked happy as hell.
Belgium better do their thing. They better progress.
Yeah.
They got to figure it out. I mean, Croatia out. A draw don't get it done. I think they got to win. Looking at the table here, we'll come back and talk about the U.S., but, I mean, the reason why we just want to talk on the KDB situation is because legacies are on the line a little bit. Yeah, forget it. Little bit is what it is. Croatia's sitting at 4 points. Morocco's sitting at 4 points. We really going to bank on Canada beating Morocco? Nah, Belgium got to come out and get 3 points against the Croats.
You trying to tell you, man, Morocco ain't no show.
No, they not.
I was wrong about some things. I was right about some as well. Morocco was one of them.
Yes. Morocco's doing their thing. Belgium better come through.
Yeah.
Belgium better come through. I need him to kind of come through because I need KDB to play a little bit longer. Let me just put that out there. And I don't need Eden Hazard going back to Madrid any sooner than he has to. Personally, he looks like a shell himself.
He's about 84 minutes from a pulled muscle, so don't you worry.
Yeah, touche. All right, let's go. Obviously, England handled their business. Most improved player of the season for me. I'm going to just put this out there. Marcus Rashford, very good right now. He is the humanitarian of the year. He is on smoke. He's got messing around. The manager's got him in a good space. They're doing some things, man.
Yeah, I mean, I always I could never figure. Even when he lost his confidence, I never thought it was like a lack of talent or anything like that. I just thought he wasn't playing. I thought like the lack of playing was killing his confidence more so than anything else. Like if you put him out there, he gonna run all day. Like he gonna run all day. It's just like sometimes he likes to play at a winger, and I don't love that all the time. I like him more as more as your strike as your 9 or even as sitting as a second striker. He's not too bad, but he's one of those players that I like a little bit closer to the goal, not so far out. Like Dembele's like the opposite of that. He's one of the people that I want further out because the closer he gets, the worse he gets. So, but good to see him out there. I see old Philip got him a goal as well.
Best talent on England, I think, overall. Just pure talent, technical.
You talking about player?
Phil Foden is nasty. He's really, really good.
Then why hasn't he been playing?
I think it's because of the manager. That's part of the problem. England and America have problems with their managers. The people calling the shots ain't doing it right. Pause.
Are they the same person?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Similar to KDB, has a little bit of Anthony Davis vibes, but I'll chill.
Wow. That's harsh. No, never mind. My man came back, so I can't even. We almost sold our stock, but we came back.
Yes, we did, but then we lost a 17-point lead last night. But let's not go there.
It's fine. Yeah, I mean, he just needs to be out there. Like the thing, this is one of my things. Like they're much like they're front heavy to me. Like they have too many. Like it's obviously good to have a bunch of attacking options, but you're obviously leaving. It just depends on how you want to play. I mean, shit. But when it makes it kind of complicated when it almost feels like Harry Kane's undroppable in certain scenarios. So you have almost 5 people fighting for 2 spots.
Right.
Or 4, you know what I'm saying? Like it's because Harry Kane's going to start next round. You know what I'm saying? Like, so then who are the other 2? And it's just, I feel like that's limiting the options as opposed to like actually putting your best 3 out there. Because I'm not sure that Harry Kane's probably, is the best player, but I'm not sure he makes, it could be said he might not be in the best combination of 3 though.
See, that's what, because Bukayo is going to probably end up giving his starting spot to Foden, and I can't be mad about that because I think Phil Foden is actually better than Bukayo. I think Bukayo does more for his club, but that's just because City doesn't need what Foden, but Foden on Arsenal would be the best player. Like, let's just point out. But Rashford probably has to. I mean, you got to probably start him now. I think. I mean, 2 goals is 2 goals. So he goes on your left. I mean, that Raheem and Bukayo both didn't play today.
Right.
Didn't even get in.
Right.
I've always thought that Rashford needed to probably play more than Raheem anyways, maybe, but pace, like Raheem does give you just a little bit. But no Mason Mount today. Thought that was a good move.
Thank you.
Yeah. Shit. Declan Rice is different. Jude played another 90, and he didn't play very well against the U.S., if we're being honest. Jordan Henderson played all 90. Callum Wilson finally got in. England's got – I get nervous that they don't have – they really don't have, like, the Bruno in terms of, like, he's just the best. Like, he has to sit up. Maybe Bellingham's that for him, but I think Bruno's better than Bellingham right now. Obviously. But – that's their issue, though, is that Declan Rice is a beast. Like, so you have to, he's automatic starts. But I feel as though they aren't as, they're strong up front. The problem is that, like, all of them are the same outside of Kane. Yeah. Like Grealish.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm saying. So once you put Kane in there, the other options are, like I said, 4 people fighting for 2 spots. Then it's like, but I would almost like it if, I think I would like it better if Rashford was up front. And then we could just put Foden on one wing and Bukayo on another. Put Foden on one, and then maybe put. I'm just saying, like, because I would almost the way that they had in the first couple games they had Mason playing as the 10.
Mm-hmm.
I said that in the group chat. Play Harry as the 10.
Oh, I know. They should. They should. And in fact,
and then play Rashford in front of him, dude. That's what they need to do.
In fact, they should think about that against France because they're going to handle Senegal. They'll get past Senegal.
Right.
But against France, you better. But you know what he's going to do against France? 5-3-2.
Yeah.
5-3-2.
But Harry when they're going to play. Oh God, Dembele going to run at them boys all day.
Oh, oof. Kyle Walker got in today. He started. They look better. But it's Wales.
Has Trent got any burn?
He did. He got in as a sub today.
Okay.
Okay. Speaking of Trent, he would be celebrated by I read a tweet that how much he would be celebrated by South American teams of has that Roberto Carlos in terms of the free kick shit, but maybe even though Roberto Carlos was much more of a defender than him. Speaking of defending, the U.S. back-to-back shutouts, good sir. 1 goal basically on a pin. No goals in open play.
Mm-hmm.
No goals in open play. I think those are the positives as a person who did not pick them. You should be able to acknowledge.
I can be an honest soccer fan here. My opinion is always honest. I'm not biased against the Americans because I think because they're the Americans. I'm biased against them because I don't think they're a good soccer team.
Sure.
That's why I'm not hating on them. No, they play some good D. I don't think I'm not really worried about that. I think when you're playing these better teams, you're gonna get scored on. You have to score goals. I think that's so. As much as I'm looking at that, it's it was necessary because they're not scoring. They're not getting it. Not even scoring goals. They're not creating enough chances. And when you're playing the Dutch, for all we want to talk up, talk down, or make this seem it's an even matchup or whatever. The Dutch are going to create chances,
right?
They're going to create chances.
That's true.
What I'm saying? They're good. In any these teams are good enough. They're going to create chances, and it's you keep giving them chances, and you're not creating your own. You're going to have a problem. So they're going to have to score a goal at some point against a high level team.
Which is probably going to happen this Saturday. I think 2 goals wins. You have to score 2 goals to win this match. I think.
Yep.
On Saturday.
2 goals in 270 minutes, and now you're going to score. You're going to need them.
Tyler Adams on a yellow, but it resets in the round of 16, so fantastic on that front. I have no idea why Brendan Aronson is not starting for this team. No idea. All he does is make an impact. He's very, very good. Musa did his thing, but he got tired. He's got to figure it out because they need him. And Tyler Adams is – I talk about having the right captain. He's done his thing.
Yeah, please don't. After Christian Pulisic scores, please don't call him Captain America. That's Cap. That's corny as hell. They said that a couple of times after he scored. Captain America with the goal. No, Captain America's back there defending your ass. But I mean, they're solid in the midfield. Like I said, they still are going to be. I think they're going to be outmatched, but they've been playing well. I'm not here to slander anybody other than the. We'll talk about the 12th Dutch player on the field on Saturday at some point. But I mean, you guys are doing good. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. I don't think that back line is going to hold up much longer. You guys got defenders that are as old as me, but
you guys.
You guys.
All right, bro.
Hey, I'll say it. My football heart is Spanish. It is what it is, man. So when I speak about we in a soccer sense. Talk about these Spaniards.
Let's talk about them. Are they the favorites?
No.
Because of
chill out. I don't want to keep. I'm not going to keep expectations up. We just want to do our business, play our game, play our possession, keep doing what we do. We still haven't had our game where we can't get a goal. To fall, which is inevitable to come. So there's, I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day we're going out in 120 minutes. Somebody's going to have to beat us in 120 minutes when we get to the knockout rounds.
That's another thing. Someone's going to have to play their best match to beat you all. That's for sure.
You're going to have to. And that's one of the things I love about Spain is you're going to have to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they just have a horrible turnover at the back, you're gonna have to actually beat them.
Same with Brazil, but you're gonna have to put in a shift to get past the Spaniards right now, just because maybe it comes down to experience because they're young, but also maybe you don't know what you don't know, and the young boys are just balling right now. So lots to be happy about for you.
Hey man, we're doing all right. I still wish we could have got that Germany game across the line.
Yeah.
Anything can happen in this Japan game, but I'm still, I'm pretty confident we'll pull through that one. But
let's look and see what your options are here very quickly.
Yeah.
You're top of the group for the moment, but you play Japan. So if they were to get the 6, and Germany, do they have to? What's the goal difference here?
They'd have to be.
They can't catch you. Yeah.
7.
So Costa Rica is the only way you guys don't get through. If Costa Rica is to beat Germany, a draw would be outstanding for you all. I think Germany would be, but Germany loses the head-to-head to Japan. How is Germany going to get in this? How does Germany advance? They really need y'all to win.
Yeah.
Oof. Germany's not getting in unless Japan loses, right?
Yeah.
Because if they tie on points,
and it might, we might just go. It might be a 0-0 out here. Cool little 1,000 passes, and we just mind our business.
And with the group, unless Costa Rica. I feel like y'all are going to have to, it's almost like England, though, right? It's like, we could chill, but then we could lose the group if we don't get this dub.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like at the end of the day, we're going to play the same way we always play. We're going to have the ball, regardless of who's out there. I mean, they might rotate, put Pau Torres or somebody in there. Maybe rotate a guy or two. Maybe to let Ansel get some burn for a couple minutes. But yeah, I expect Murata to start tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but when they play on Thursday. Murata's probably still going to start in place of like Farron or somebody just to rotate the squad. But Alvaro did his thing, and then Farron will come on probably in the 65th minute, 70th minute, so he can get some burn. Like it's a good healthy rotation.
Yeah, I love it.
So Danny Olmo's been playing pretty well. I told you a year ago, and you laughed at me. I was like, "Yo, are you sure Pedri's not Gavi's not better than Pedri?" Remember when I said? And I told you.
You did.
They're two different players, but
yeah. But being young could get young players of the year back to back on, and not only in terms of the season, but in tournaments too. This is impressive stuff. Would love to see Gavi. He's probably got to put in another goal in order to get that. But
Pablo is the man. Got 3 lungs. Him and Pedri got 6 lungs between them.
It's wild. They're incredible. Those dudes can play forever, can't they?
I wish Pedri could just be a little bit more of an attacking player. That's all. That's like the next. If he can do that, he'll be the best midfielder in the world.
He's chilling.
If he starts getting some, but I just wanted to make. He's too much of a circulator. Sometimes the problem with Barca and with Spain is Boozy's a circulator and Pedri's a circulator. So sometimes when they're just passing side to side and not doing anything, it's because those two are literally just circulating the ball.
Does Lucho need to play Ansu Fati more? How can the Barcelona number 10 get on the pitch more, or is he not needed?
He's really not needed, even when they're bringing Nico on it. He didn't have to bring Balde on the other day. He brought Balde on, and they immediately scored. Not 2 minutes after he brought Jordan Alba off. You can put him out there, but I mean, he'd be taking Danny Olmo's spot. I don't really have a problem with Danny Olmo being out there. He's hit the cross. I feel like he hits the crossbar in every game.
Danny Olmo's been fine.
Yes, I'm saying, like, my only thing would be maybe, like I said, start Ansu, same way I said with Murata. Start him out there for the first 60, see if you can get the goal. If not, bring Danny Olmo in. But I don't know why he's even bringing Nico Williams on and not him.
Okay.
I'm not hating on him, but TN goal. That's what I read a story the other day about my man Ansu. TN goal. He has goal.
I love that. I love this team too. Spain's a good squad,
man. It's hard. I wish they had given my boy some better squad numbers. I don't know how Gavi ended up with 9 and Hedges got 26. I wish they had made a little bit more of a viable jersey because I would love to get one that I still might get that Gavi 9 just so I got one. But yeah, man, new generation's here, man. Seeing him out there with Jamal was crazy.
30 seconds left. Give us your real take on the U.S. and their chances.
I mean, it's a soccer game, so everybody's got a chance. But I feel like Dutch Frankie de Jong is the 3 best players on the field are Dutch. My bad. The 4 best players on the field are Dutch. And young Cody, if Memphis is going to start, Frankie,
De Ligt.
Vivendi. Like that's 5 players. The 5 best players on the field are Dutch. Louis Van Gaal is going to have them ready to go, rearing and ready to go, locked in. He's not going to let them overlook them. I mean, hell, yeah. And I mean, like I said, they have an extra Dutch player in Serginho Dest out there. They know all his tips and tricks. He's not going to be able to get that off against us. That was a nice run today, though. I appreciate him. So I just want to support all my Barcelona players. Dest, Memphis, Frankie. All my Barca players. So it's going to be a good game. I'm going to go. The Dutch. I might change, but I'm leaning heavy towards like the Dutch, like maybe 3-1.
3.
Late.
Okay.
Now I'm talking about like a stoppage time goal. It's like 2-1 most of the game, and then like maybe like the 94th minute, they're going for it and get caught on the counter kind of thing.
2-1 Americans. I don't feel incredibly confident with that. I'm not going to bet it, but I'm just going to say it.
Fucking homer. It's fine. Like it's not even like that. I'm not even trying to if I'm sitting here.
They can win, is what I'm saying. I do think they can win. Not just they have a chance. I actually think they can win.
I don't. I only think the only reason I'm saying that is because I don't see they're not creating enough chances on worse teams and at the back, and I just don't see them scoring. Like every header they send in, Virgil and them are cleaning up. Like every one of them, every run, like all that's. I just think they're not going to get those. And those runs that they've been getting, the runs, like some of those runs, even the run that Des got today. I don't think they're getting that. I think Virgil's going to clear it. Like even that's getting cleared, bro. Like you know who these people are. Like you know how they get down. Like they're going to have the ball. Like they're going to like play possession. I just don't think. I just think it's not like I said. If they had to play England again, I would pick them. Let's put it like that. If they had to it ended up somehow they had to replay England again, I could take them because I could see how they could score a goal against England. I just don't think they're going to have enough of the ball, and I think that the best part about the Dutch is their defense.
All right. Well,
Frankie's a 4th center back. He's he's gonna.
My red, white, and blue. I rocked it today.
White, blue in it too.
Yeah, I guess.
I have red and blue. It's fine. I support.
We got that orange too, dog.
I know the colors of the Netherlands, man.
Enjoy your orange crush on Saturday.
It's Barca's 123rd birthday. Johan Cruyff, the greatest Dutch player of all time. Our teacher.
Wow. The petty is real.
I'm just here, man. Shout out to Ronald Koeman. Louis Van Gaal. Shout out to you guys.
Both fired managers, by the way, in their last club stints.
I mean, it's fine. They were all assistants. They coach Pep. They're the ones that, hey man, these people were coaches under Johan Cruyff. So I mean, he taught them the way. They understand proper football. Which so like I said earlier today, I want to you guys should be thanking us, Arsenal for the ways the Barca teachings that your coach got. The same to Man City and Carta. The same to my man Ten Hag is an Ajax product, so he's been taught in the way as well. I just want let's just point out the fact that my club has influenced the world of soccer, and I humbly give this to your club. All clubs fear Real Madrid. Real Madrid only fear Barcelona, and that is the truth.
Happy birthday to Barcelona. Oh my gosh. We out. Take care.